Hey guys, Re-Education of a Nation. It's been a minute. Just thought I'm driving around. Figured I'd share a couple of thoughts. Number one, they're hoping y'all do what y'all do. They're hoping people go out. They're hoping they riot. They're hoping because there are extremists and anarchists in these groups, bro. And they do not give a damn what you do or how you do it. And Marcus, what's up, my brother? Peace and love. Rioters, looters, sit your asses down. You're upset? You want change? Get at that pole, make a change. Change everything around you. Change your life. Change people. That bullshit y'all doing where y'all destroying public property, not having it. And I'm telling you, I know for a fact that there are extremists and neo-Nazis and Antifa and everyone being funded and possibly crooked-ass cops helping to destroy public property right now. I'm telling you that this stuff is happening, and what y'all need to do is stop. Marcus, can you hear me okay? Is the volume good? Now, what I want to know now, and just because I'm thinking, I wonder in the places like Richmond, New York, Minnesota, are the number of COVID cases going to increase because of all these people being exposed to each other in large crowds? Because I really don't think they give a fuck about a mask other than the one covering their eyes. Just food for thought. I mean, social distancing is supposed to save us all, right? But ain't nobody social distancing in this riot and looting. Now, I was told today that the reason why the Target got burned is because when the police launched tear gas against them, they were trying to get milk from Target and Target locked the doors. I don't know if that's true, but that's fucked up, Target. I'm just saying. Now, I don't know why they burned the AutoZone. I'm a mechanic, so I don't know. I just hope y'all got all the good parts before you torched it. I'm just saying, some nice stuff in AutoZone. Now, stop it. Y'all need to really think about this. And I keep saying think because that's the one thing that we are not doing. There's no rationale for the actions. Now, I will say that things need to change, but all cops ain't bad. That's like saying all military people are whatever. I don't agree with it. There's a racial discrimination problem going on right now. There's a really an over amount of one race being represented and an under amount of other races being represented in these cases where we're having rioting and looting. Now, I'm going to do a show on it on Re-Education of a Nation on YouTube, and I'm going to launch the podcast this week as well, which will have weekly shows. But my point is this. What are y'all changing? I mean, what are you accomplishing by destroying people's places of employment right now? I just rode through Richmond along 95 corridor, going past the flood wall, and I saw a sign, a big old graffiti, "Fuck cops." Are you serious? Are you serious? I've served with officers, bro, and they put their lives on the line just like military guys do, but every single day. Fuck cops. You don't like what cops do? You want to change the narrative? Go join the fucking police department. I've served my country. I've done my due diligence. I've taken my oath. And I don't want to be a police officer. I will support them. I will help them. I will do everything in the world. But if you want to, you young fucks that want to, you're tired of police brutality, I am too. I am too. I'm tired of police brutality. I'm sick of it. But I'm not going to go and torch and burn neighborhoods. I'm going to find a way to make sure that we lean on these politicians and our congressmen and senators. And if they don't want to do the job, get them out. Y'all ain't doing nothing in the polls. That's why I think this is all a bunch of bullshit. That's why it doesn't make sense. Why were y'all rioting in Richmond? I mean, why? What was the purpose of burning a goddamn bus in Richmond? I'm just trying to understand that. You desecrated the Robert E. Lee statue, and everybody thinks that just because you take the statue down, it's going to change anything. No, that's like taking somebody at the projects that's never had anything else or been taught, hey, you can do better. The mindset is what you're after. The mindset. The mindset that I'm seeing is that if we make it look like African Americans and minorities are doing the looting and the burning, that the narrative is, excuse my language, niggas don't know how to act. So why should we change the narrative? See, the point is that what you should have done is boycotted. You should have boycotted the police department. You should have done something to the politicians. You should have boycotted them. You should have done something to the people to get in their pockets. See, y'all don't understand how this shit works because you're so caught up in your emotions. And this is not new. This isn't new. It's new for you guys because you lack the education of understanding that those who persevere, though we are quiet, though we are docile, we are still giants among men, especially among those who can't pull their fucking pants up and hold down the job. See, this is where I have a problem. Because those people that were rioting, I can guarantee you they won't know 9 to 5s. I can pretty much guarantee you they won't nobody that pay taxes and own a vehicle and have car insurance and have responsibilities. Because they know that just like they worked hard for their shit, other people work hard for theirs. Now, what you did was you basically shit on every tax-paying American who sat there and wants positive change unilaterally across all fucking races. That's what you just did. I do not support the rioting. I do not. I support protest. I do support it. And you bastards out there that's talking about Malcolm X said ballot or bullet. Malcolm X said by any means necessary. You dumb fucks. That's not what he meant. He meant eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. What they're using against you, you use against them. You don't get it? You got a lot of false prophets out there telling people what to do. And I can see it in the rioting. It makes no logical fucking sense that you are doing what you're doing with no resolve. If it was so just and it was so right, why aren't the people out there that are convicted felons out there rioting with you, justifying the ones that have been in the system, the ones that have been mutilated, raped, and humiliated, and destroyed by a system that they knew nothing about but got put in for the rest of their lives? If it's so fucking bad, why are they not out there with you? You know why? Because they've been part of something that you don't. They've made it through something you can't. And that is, they did the time for the crime, and they're out here trying to make a better life for themselves, and they don't want that static because they know there's a better way to get shit fucking done. You sorry fucks ain't doing nothing but making it worse. That's all you're doing. And I don't give a damn how you look at it or what you say or who sees it or who shares it or whatnot. You don't realize the minute you called the National Guard in, the minute you put my homeboys in a position where they're going to have to either go home or get beat by you, 90% of them going to lay your ass down. 90% of them are going to go home. They're going to lay your ass down because what you just did is turn America into a fucking war zone. A police state. Because you don't know how to go through the process. So we're tired. Yeah, we're all fucking tired. African Americans been tired of fucking years. But that don't mean, you know why? Because Native Americans the same way. I ain't gonna forget my brothers, Ryan, all you homies. I ain't gonna forget y'all. I ain't forgetting none of them. And I'm not forgetting my white counterparts, my homeboys that are stuck me through and through when nobody else would. See, it's not about color. You stupid asses are forgetting that. It's about what we allow. The rich and the poor. It's about the police training. It's about what officers have been taught because of systematic racism. You got some damn good officers. Hey, look, Chesterfield County, I've ran at least 12. 12. And all of them were professional. All of them were fucking on top. I've ran into state troopers on top. On fucking top. And y'all running through Richmond acting like a bunch of idiots? Get a fucking job and get some responsibilities. How about that? You want to make a change? Write your congressman. Fucking lean on that bitch. Talk to him. Get in his ass. Don't vote him in office. Do something other than destroying shit, which pushes the price of everything else to fuck up. Everything else is going to go up. Insurance claims. See, y'all, you don't know how to do this because you ain't never done it. And some of you that are doing it, you just decide to put down the joystick and get involved with some shit because your ass is bored because you can't work at GameStop right now because GameStop's closed or, they ain't selling anything but online because you had nothing to offer society except a fucking sore thumb. Why do you think you're seeing reports of protesters protecting police officers? Why do you think you're seeing reports of protesters defending black-owned businesses and white and blacks defending these businesses? See, that should tell you, you sick bastards, that it's not about color. It's not. In Minnesota, I know you have more than 5 eligible black African Americans or Latinos or Native Americans. Or wait a minute, let's not forget about that. Yeah, they have treated Native Americans like shit in Minnesota. Believe that. Do your history. Especially do your history. Read. Understand where the narrative's written by and where it comes from before you sit there and make a stupid ass decision to put somebody's life in jeopardy because you're bored and don't know what the fuck you're talking about and can't control yourself. Do you know how powerful we have become because we are standing together? They are tired. You have the power of unification. Why do you think the United States military, the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, the Coast Guard, all these things, football teams, basketball teams, why do you think they're so powerful when they win? Because they operate as a single, solitary person. One thing that makes it happen. And they work as a fucking team. You bastards wouldn't know teamwork if I tattooed it on your ass and duct taped you all together with one roll of toilet paper. You sons of bitches need to get it together because guess what? Now that they call in the National Guard, which LeVar Stoney I do not fucking support on any level whatsoever because you're just running for cover instead of addressing your populace. But then again, you really haven't done a good job at doing your job in the first place. And I hope the city of Richmond and those eligible voters and those who can't vote, that are legally can't vote, get your right to vote and vote that bastard out of there. Get him gone. He showed you what you meant. You meant a dollar sign. He showed you what you meant, local businesses. He raised taxes. He showed you what you meant. And I'm speaking about him, and I'm speaking about anybody else that's going to say, hey, look, let's call in the National Guard because we can't relate. You know why you can't relate? Because you're not doing anything that the people want. You're still going with the people with the $400,000 or $500,000 homes. You're not thinking about the people that really matter when it's all said and done. Not the fuckers giving up money. Not those. For the life of me, we've put all this money into local economies. Yet, I just got word that Minnesota, the Native American tribes out there are dying by COVID. With a task force to go out there and save them. Where? Where are they? I ain't heard no national law. I ain't heard no fucking Army national. I ain't heard nobody say, hey, look, let's get Doctors Without Borders. Let's get all these people onto these reservations and save these brothers and sisters. You know why? Because it's not a popular fucking thing. That's why the rioting is happening, ladies and gentlemen, because the news media needs some. They need something to get your palate wet for anarchy. They need to get you all ready for the final push. You're turning our beautiful country into a war zone. And believe it or not, there are outside entities that have their hands in this shit. And yeah, I do mean the Russians. And yeah, I do mean anybody else, the Chinese. Because all it takes is for one person, one good-ass goddamn meme and fake news, and you some bitches is losing your minds. You see progress, but mentally you're digressing. That is the fastest prosecution of a police officer I have seen in this country since this whole thing started. The fastest. And that wasn't justice? You want change? Be a cop. Support them. Take care of them because they're taking care of you. Whether you realize it or not, you goofy bastards that don't know the darkness in this world, that don't know how bad it truly is, if you ignorant SOBs had any idea of what it meant to be a cop and the shit that they put up with and the dangerous criminals that they handle every single day to make sure that your internet stays on and you can go to Target and you can go to Aldi's and you can go to Walmart without getting gagged, bagged, and body tagged in the fucking streets, you'd shut the fuck up. You would, but you're not going to, because you're watching a narrative. You're watching this whole beautiful story. You're watching this movie unfold in front of your eyes, but you don't know reality. You've never seen martial law. You've never tasted martial law. You've never even thought about it. You play Grand Theft Auto and you think you understand, but you don't. All I'm saying is, before we look like a bunch of jackasses, two monkeys humping a flat football, can we get it together? Can we make it make sense? Right now, in this country, we are at our weakest, mentally, emotionally, and financially. And until y'all decide to speak up and change this fucking narrative, until those that want change, I want change, but I don't want to be no cop. Hell, fuck that. No, they got a dangerous job. Yeah, protecting your ass. Oh man, fuck the military, but we need them. You catching? You smelling? You smell your own bullshit yet? Cause it's all over my hands. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. It's pissing me off. And the worst thing about it is that when I started Re-Education of a Nation, it wasn't just for the African American community. Oh, no. It was to promote HBCUs and so on. And then one day I sat down and I thought about it. And I said, I can only speak from my truth. I can only speak honor into my situation. And my situation is this. I have had blacks, whites, Latinos, Native Americans, European, every fucking body has helped me. And some have shit on me. And it was more black that shit on me than white, than anybody else. Because I always did one thing. Right is right, wrong is wrong. But y'all, you bastards, you anarchists, you're out there tainting the well. Russia's been told, they've told you, yeah, we doing this. We fucking with y'all. We fucking with y'all. And what y'all do? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. Ooh, my internet's too slow. I don't have enough Wi-Fi. I can't get an update on my Xbox One. But what you're not doing is you're not changing and making this world better. So what I say to you, all of you out there who are doing this rioting and looting, I ask you to do us one favor. Don't procreate. Don't. Unless you're going to change the narrative, unless you're going to sit there and honestly make this a better place, don't procreate, because we don't need more, y'all. We just don't. And any of you out there who really want to see change, any of you out there who want to stop social injustice, get into politics. Get involved. Be a police officer. See what it's like to walk in their shoes, to live behind that badge. Now, the history of police officers is simple. They were initially created to round up runaway slaves. That's it. But the narrative has changed. And I've seen white cops help blacks, and I've seen black cops help whites. And that is why I do not support that bullshit. If I can get my hands on some paint between now and fucking Monday, I'm going to cover up that fucking sign that says fuck cops, because that's not it, bro. That's not it. I don't know what jackass thought that was a good idea to put on the city of Richmond, but that ain't a representation of us. It's not. Yeah, we got a fucked up history. We all do. Some of y'all families more fucked up than the history of this country. But guess goddamn what? We making it through. And that's what it's about, perseverance. But y'all want instant gratification. And so when the lawyers and the congressmen give you what you're asking for, and I always quote Senior Master Sergeant Bob Johns when I say, be careful, Bubba, when you're complaining, because you're asking for something. And y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all asking for. You don't have a single solitary clue. You don't. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know the narrative. You got false prophets. You done watch one movie about Malcolm X and now you, oh, Malcolm X. Nah, don't you dare disgrace my brother like that. him or Martin Luther King, him or Medgar Evers, or any of them. Any of them. And not to forget the white guys. Those homies that were ride or dying with them through the South, getting lynched by the carload, being burned. Or the Native Americans in North Carolina. I just met a Cherokee dude from North Carolina, told me he got beat by 3 white guys, and they told him, and I quote, when he was in his 50s and 60s, only good Indian is a dead one. Well, they said the same thing about blacks. You want to change the narrative? Then be a part of it. You want to stop this shit? Be a part of it. You want to sit there and make this a better United States of America? Be a part of it. Don't be a tick. Don't be a leech. Don't be a mooch. Put your fucking money where your mouth is and make a difference instead of whining about it, instead of making excuses. Y'all don't see a problem with Amazon not paying not one goddamn dollar in federal taxes. You wanna protest some shit? Protest that motherfucker. He made enough money in federal taxes to fucking probably pay for 1 million homes. And that's okay with y'all. See, that's the lunacy. See, you're okay with looting and pillaging and burning certain things, but you're not okay standing up and saying, fuck Amazon Prime, fuck everything about Jeff Bezos because he's a fucking crook. Google did the same thing, but you know who gets a kickback off of that? Your congressmen and senators. Nothing in this world is free. You bastards gotta work for it. I'm sorry to say that. I've got friends and I speak of them constantly. Constantly. Because I see what they sacrificed. I watch them leave their children at home just so. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. Thanks, brother. I miss him too. Y'all don't understand what it's like to leave your family. You know, you don't have a clue what it's like for an officer to go out every single night and wonder if he's going to come back home because some idiot's got a death wish and has no respect for life. Y'all out here preaching and teaching, but you're not doing a damn thing but making it worse for everybody else. And I'm quiet because maybe that's what we need to do. When I was at my darkest hour, and I've been in some dark ass hours, my mom, my dad equipped me with the Bible verse, 23rd Psalm, and mom equipped me with be still. And before that, I had a young brother, an older brother, told me, his older brother, he said, weather the storm, young blood. Y'all can't weather a goddamn dewy morning because we spoiled you bastards. We have made it so easy for you that you don't even know what hard work is. You think getting up and going to Starbucks is hard work. You think getting up every morning and working is hard work. You think somebody's supposed to hand your ass a cookie and it's automatically delicious. No, that's not how life works. You want to make a change? I implore everyone to make a change. Somebody get that shit off the wall in Richmond. Share this. Let's make it what it's supposed to be. Because it's about rich and poor. It's about negative and positive. It is about groups who are hating on certain things and they're feeding your anger. They're feeding your disgust. They're feeding everything about you. And now they're putting a curfew out that's stronger than COVID. Re-Education of a Nation's Ryan Gard. Look for us on YouTube. Enjoy the channel. Share it. This will be on YouTube as well. I always push it over there. But what I'm saying to you guys, share this. Get into these talks because I'm going to make a change. I'm going to make a difference. How? You won't see it coming. But it's going to happen. I'd like to thank Ryan, Mike Holmes, Sally, Terry Johnson, Jason Diggs, Marcus Johnson, all you guys for tuning in. Share it, like it, love it, speak on it. But But yo, let's stop this foolishness because it's only going to make things worse. You think it's helping and it's hurting. It's only hurting. It's only giving them the justification to equip themselves like military units. And at that point, when they start laying down that fire unforgivingly, you're not ready for that. You're not ready for that type of carnage and bloodshed. You're just not. You think you are. You think you are. But you're not. You're not. Think with this, y'all. Not with these. Peace.